There was a lot more to talk about than just Jaxson Dart, but that was the headliner. That's what everybody was excited to see, the rookie quarterback first-round pick, and he looked as good as you could have hoped for. I think he was like, 15 for 20? He had like a near 70% completion percentage.
Yeah, he was 12 for 19, I think. He was
19, whatever.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. He was 15 for 24. I'm sorry. 15 for
24.
That was him or no, he was 12 for 19 for 154.
Shore was 15. Yeah. Yeah, but he showed his legs. He showed everything that you would want in a first preseason appearance. So really, really encouraging things from the rookie quarterback. Loved what I saw from him.
Anthony, I know you like Jaxson Dart coming out of college. He obviously had to impress you. He did a lot of really good things. What stood out to you the most about his performance?
The number one thing that stood out to me is the number one thing that I said in our preview that I wanted to see from him, which was poise. He was completely poised in that game. I mean, when the pressure came, it didn't bother him at all. And not only when under pressure from the pass rush, but under pressure in terms of the situation. 3rd and 5, he throws that touchdown strike. There's a lot of quarterbacks that just take their yards and get the first down. But he sees something in the coverage, and he's like, no, I'm going for the end zone here. I've got an opportunity. I've got a window. I don't know if I'll get that again. So I'm not going to even play with the down and distance. I'm just going to go for the end zone. Even on 2nd and 15, a lot of quarterbacks would check down under pressure and just take their yardage. He steps up in the pocket, makes a guy miss, and then fires a strike for a 16-yard gain. And there was another 3rd down later in the game. I just love the way that he played. No matter the down and distance, he was just going to make the throw, and he didn't care about how tight the window was. He didn't care about how much pressure was in his face. He was going to stay poised, and it was really impressive. I think with rookie quarterbacks, that's the number one thing that they struggle with is poise. A lot of them, I think you think of Bryce Young or Justin Fields when they started their careers out and how the pressure would get to them. And pressure from the pass rush, pressure from down and distance, pressure from the media and the fans. Pressure would just get to these guys, and it would cause them to collapse and crumble in certain situations. But Jaxson Dart, in this first preseason game, and I know it's only preseason, his level of poise was extremely impressive to me. And I think that's a trait that does carry over through the preseason and into the regular season when you evaluate young quarterbacks. And it's really the number one thing that separates a young quarterback from having success early in their career, I think, is that poise. So that's what really stood out to me. In terms of the football stuff, yes, he needs a slide, but I like his legs. I like his ability to escape the pocket, but I also really like his ability to navigate the pocket. It felt like he had very good presence. He knew when the rush was coming, he knew where it was coming from, and he knew how to avoid it and get a clean base to throw the football from. So all around, a lot of positives. I don't really have much negative to say. He only missed a couple of passes. A couple of them were dropped as well, so you can't even fault him for those. I'm really impressed with it, and I'm hoping we get another great performance this Saturday night against the Jets.
It's funny with the Giants. A lot of times we can't win. You know, if he plays bad, oh, he's a bust. If he plays good, oh, he's playing against backups. So sometimes you can't win. Much about what you guys are talking about, what impressed me was his poise. That, like Chris mentioned, even though he went for no gain, his ability to manipulate the pocket and to make that defender miss.
Do the Giants look different and exciting this year? That's why I'm excited to go and see the New York Giants in person this year at MetLife Stadium. That's also why I want to give the sponsor of today's video, SeatGeek, a huge shout out. With over 28 million downloads, SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app. There's more than 70,000 events listed on SeatGeek, including concerts, sports, festivals, and more. The NFL is right around the corner, and MLB is in full swing. I love using SeatGeek. I'm thinking about going to that Giants-Chargers game at the end of September. I'm going to go with a couple of buddies. I'm going to go on the SeatGeek app. I'm going to look for 3 tickets. I'm going to click those 3 tickets, and I'm going to sit there, and I'm going to scroll around and see which seats I think are best for me, which seats are the best out there, and I'm going to pick the ones I want. It's very easy to use. SeatGeek has your back, and each ticket is rated on a scale of 1 to 10, so you know if you're getting a good deal. Look for the green dots. Green means good, red means bad. Plus, every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee. And know that Giants Collective came through for you guys. You can use the code Giants Collective for $20 off of tickets at SeatGeek. That's $20 off your first purchase using the promo code Giants Collective. Make sure you click the link in the description to download the app and have the code automatically added to your account so you can use it later. Thank you, SeatGeek, for sponsoring the video and the live stream. And let's go, Giants.
Just to get the ball out and not take a sack, which Daniel Jones probably would have taken a sack, and just to get no gain instead of -6, in my opinion, is a 6-yard gain. The only thing I'll say is I think which is really impressive, and I know it's preseason, so you can take it for what it's worth. We didn't give up a sack. The line did not give up a sack. That
51
game.
passing attempts.
Not one sack. So granted, it's preseason, but still, that's pretty impressive. The thing I loved about Jaxson Dart was he called some of his own plays. The one play that he took off for a 5-yard scramble, he saw no linebackers in the field, just called his own number, got the yardage. And he checked to that pass to little Jordan Humphrey before the play started. He checked that. He saw that safety moving over the left. He saw the high safety and said, I'm taking, like you said, Anthony, I'm taking that shot right now. And he took a shot. He stood in there, took the shot, and put the ball right on the numbers, man. That's got to be impressive. And again, I just sit here and go, this isn't even our starter, man. He's going to have chances to learn and grow and watch Russell Wilson and watch film and just get smarter as it goes along. And knowing what the Giants are going, I shouldn't say I know what they're going to do next year, but assuming that they're going to build the line and get him another receiver and really take care of this kid, when you just see the way his mind worked, his ability to go through progressions, his ability to see things before the ball, before the ball is snapped and make certain audibles at the line of scrimmage. That's really impressive to me to see a young quarterback be able to do that. And he didn't always scramble. There was a couple of times he just did move around in the pocket and didn't take a sack and was able to get the throw off. Like you mentioned, Anthony, I think it was to Washington, the 16-yard pass. He could have taken off, but he stepped up and he gunned that thing across the middle of the field. Again, you can say it's preseason. You can try to knock him however you want to, but I'd rather see him play like that than play terribly and have to go, well, it's just preseason. So I was really impressed with Jaxson.
And I'm going to tell you what, Baddog, another guy that needs to be talked about after I've gotten to see some of the breakdowns after the game you mentioned, and I'm with you, and I'm still with you, that I do think we're going to attack right tackle next year's draft. Marcus Bowe might be our future right tackle. The way that this guy looked, man, he is physical. He is nasty. A lot of people projected him to be a guard. I'll tell you what, and I don't want him to start the year. Don't get it twisted. I think he's going to be a very valuable swing tackle for the Giants, and maybe a guy that steps in if Andrew Thomas gets hurt again, or Illuminor has to shift the guard if there's injuries. Who knows? But he looks like a steal. And again, it's preseason. I want to preface it by saying that. But he really stood out to me in that game with the way that he played and the way that he's played thus far with some of the clips I've seen in the joint practices as well. So really encouraging sign from the 5th-round pick, Marcus Bowe.
And he played left tackle too, so he could be our swing tackle of the future. I mean, we're going to have to think about what happens, with Andrew Thomas. I think he only has 2 more years left on his deal after this year. So, we got to make some plans for the future. And if Marcus Bowe can either be the right tackle or the swing tackle, could be in business.